All rise. Support court with Judge Vanderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1065, Cruz case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. All right, Mr. Cruz, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get a reduction in my child support.
Okay.
I recently been working and my wages has been reduced, so I want to see if I can get my child support reducted.
Let's analyze this. Mr. Cruz claims that his salary has dropped by 22% to $78,000 annually from his previous income of over $100,000. The important question remains, is this decrease big enough to justify a reduction in child support payments, notwithstanding the fact that it is noteworthy? Courts typically consider a variety of factors in these cases, including the child's welfare and whether the income decline was temporary, voluntary, or inevitable. But wait, did you notice? Mr. Cruz also revealed that he has a new wife and a newborn child. Might his increased responsibilities to his family have more to do with the shift than real financial difficulties? Let's see how the judge responds to this challenging situation.
How much were you making?
Originally, about 100 a year.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm a restaurant owner.
Okay. So now, what are your wages looking like?
About yearly or weekly?
Yearly.
78.
So from
75.
about 100 to 78,000?
Yeah.
All right. Have you had to lay off employees or anything like that?
It's been hours been reduced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it took reduction in hours. All right. Is that it? You just want to reduce because your wages changed?
And I actually have a new wife.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And a newborn on the way. So I got more responsibilities I got to take care of.
You said you have a newborn. The child in this case, how old are they?
Which one? My newborn?
No, not your newborn, the child between the two of you.
4 years old.
4, boy or girl?
It's a girl.
All right. Your 4-year-old, who carries that child on health insurance?
Me.
How much is it?
$430.
$430. Okay. You said you have a newborn, so is it $430 now with the newborn, or was it $430 before the newborn?
Before.
Okay. What is it now?
I haven't really checked, but I think it went up a couple of $100s.
Okay. So what are you thinking?
Maybe like 600. 6.
Wait a moment. This dad is trying to lower child support for his first child while taking on a new financial burden with a newborn. Simple to use. Before the judge conducts the calculations, here is the question. Should a new child be added to lessen the sum owed to the first? The courts will not suddenly lower your payments just because you decide to have more children. The law gives precedence to existing duties over new ones. Do you think your duty to your firstborn is diminished by the arrival of a new child? Comment below.
And is that for the whole family, or is that just for the 2 newborns?
2 newborns.
Okay. Well, not 2 newborns, the newborn and the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. So $600 just for them too?
All of us together.
Okay, so all of you together is $600. How many people are on that plan?
3.
Well, it can't be 3.
Yeah, it's me. Me,
No.
my son, my daughter.
You, your son, what about your wife?
Oh, she's not on there.
Okay.
We just recently been married, so we haven't switched things up yet.
Okay, how long have you all been married?
About 3 months.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you are. So it's about $200. If I take that 600 and divide it by 3, it's $200 per person. So for both kids, it'll be about $400. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your wages decrease, health insurance somewhat increased. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know?
Is there some more stuff you wanted to know?
Well, I mean, you came to court.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much yeah, that's it. I mean, I've been married. I got a newborn. The restaurant haven't been doing so good, and I just need some help from y'all to help me reduce my child support.
Okay. All right.
The mother only wants child support to remain the same. She is not requesting more. However, she makes a shocking revelation. She thinks the restaurant's earnings were not impacted, just her hours. This might backfire severely if Cruz's income hasn't actually decreased. Financial dishonesty is not tolerated by judges, particularly when a child's welfare is involved. He might withdraw his request and come under closer scrutiny if it is verified. Is Cruz abusing the system, or is this simply a case of bad luck? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like and subscribe for more courtroom drama.
Ma'am,
Yes.
is there anything you want me to know?
Yeah, actually.
All right. Are you in agreement to his child support being reduced?
No, I am not.
Okay, tell me about that.
I think it is fine as it is. I don't want to fight to increase it. I think the payment you are paying me is enough. The restaurant that he owns, same business. I don't see there being any less business. The only hours that were reduced were mine because your wife is the manager.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah.
Run that by me again.
So he claims that the restaurant isn't doing so good.
Okay.
But I think the business is the same. It was just my hours that were reduced, so I had to pick up another job to make do.
Okay, so you, him, and new wife all work together?
Yeah, well, I only work on the weekends now, but yeah.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, we all get along. We make things work out for the family.
The mess begins at this point. The ex claims that Cruz's new wife, who runs the restaurant, may have cut back on her hours on purpose. That is a serious accusation. If true, it suggests that he staged events to make it appear as though his income was dropping. The worst aspect is that if he keeps paying his wife's income, the money is still, in theory, in his house. Is this an intentional attempt to avoid having to pay child support? Given that the court will be questioning him, things could rapidly turn unpleasant.
I mean, for the better.
If that's the case, then you all wouldn't be here, right? Because you want a decrease. She's saying no. So you all get along?
I don't understand how it's supposed to pay something that I don't have, really.
But she's saying the business hasn't changed. You're talking about in terms of customers coming in and
Yeah,
things like that?
yeah, I think that
So since Corona
is going
hit,
elsewhere.
since Corona hit, our business has took a pretty much significant loss since Corona hit. Our customers.
I can believe that. You
Yeah.
know, that's happened to a lot of businesses.
So we've been trying to recover from that. So her hours may just be from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think your hours got reduced because of COVID?
no,
Why
I'm
do
the
you think
strongest
you're-
server there
Why do you think your hours were reduced?
because his wife doesn't like me there.
Now she's cool with her.
Not when you're around.
Oh,
I haven't seen
sounds
that.
a little messy.
I haven't seen that. We don't. I don't think just so far as business wise, we don't mix the business with the family. So far her hours, if anything, we gave her extra like 5-6 hours last week.
Okay.
Yeah,
As the dishwasher.
the hours.
The judge isn't kidding, though. Cruz only tried to argue that if his ex worked more hours, he should pay less in child support. Excuse me? It doesn't work like this. Child support is determined by the payer's income rather than the recipient's work schedule. This is abruptly stopped by the judge, who points out how absurd it is. Do you think Cruz genuinely believes this reasoning, or is he just clinging to pretexts? Either way, it won't work.
So you're saying no, just based on you don't think that the business has changed or anything. Do you have any documentation that you brought with you today that shows his income has not decreased as he just testified to. He says $78,000 now, right?
Yeah.
Besides your belief, do you have any other reason to suggest that maybe he's not being truthful about what his income is?
Well, I just think, like, him having a new child, he doesn't want to support the child he already has to the extent that he can.
Okay.
And I feel like
I take care of all my kids.
I didn't say you don't, but you should, make sure that the one you already have is taken care of. And yeah, I think, just the support is still needed.
Well, I don't think he's saying he doesn't want to support. He's saying he can't afford to support what it was. And if the roles were reversed and you were in that situation, wouldn't you want him to consider what you're saying is true and possibly work with you and reduce your child support?
Yeah, that would be fair.
Okay. Well, I think that's fair too. So this is what we're going to do. Based on your testimony, that your wages have decreased, and you kind of alluded to, not that his wages necessarily decreased, but that the business is not doing so well because your hours have been reduced. We may not necessarily know the true reason why, according to what you're saying, but your hours were in fact reduced, right? Mm-hmm. Which could be a direct result of the business during the pandemic, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Based on your testimony, your new gross comes out to $6,500. That brings your net to $5,157, giving you credit for both of the children that you have, and I gave you credit for your health insurance, okay? The new health insurance amount.
Without giving him a pass, the judge accepted his changed circumstances in an effort to reach a settlement. In all honesty, $825 is still a substantial amount, but considering his recent child and declining salary, it makes sense. What do you think? Is this the right choice? Or should the system be more adaptable to changes in people's lives? So with that, your new child support amount comes out to $825. Based on what you used to pay at that $100,000, your child support was $1,242. So it went down about $300 or so dollars.
So what about the extra hours I was giving her? We're giving her a week.
What about them?
If we up the hours for her, would that lower my child support a little bit?
If we up her hours?
Yeah. So last week we gave her like an extra 6 hours.
Okay.
So what about if we gave her like maybe 12, 10?
This has nothing to do with her income. This is about yours.
Okay.
Why would you want her working more to decrease your child support?
So she can make more money to help me
Pay for his other baby.
See, now you starting to waste my time. Don't do that. Don't do it. You have a legitimate reason to be here, and you have a legitimate request. Don't be ugly, okay?
All right.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
So that's the financing for the 800.
That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
I said it went from $1,242 to $825.
But that's like $300 though.
Yeah, but it's giving you credit for the children that you already have, giving you credit for health insurance. What else could you be asking for? That's all I can do within the realms of the law.
A new baby.
And I took that into consideration, which is why your percentage is 16%.
So I'm supposed to pay $800 a month. That's 12 times 12.
$825 to be exact a month. What are you doing?
That's $9,900 a month. How much?
Okay, you were paying $1,242. Do you want me to increase it back?
Nah, it's cool.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any more questions, right?
Nah, it's cool. So
Okay.
So 800.
$825.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Nothing further.
That's it.
The answer is no, right?
Yes.
Because your child support got reduced. You got what you were looking for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything further from you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
At least you got your money.
As thus, the lawsuit is terminated. The judge granted Mr. Cruz a little reprieve while ensuring that justice was done, taking into account his responsibilities to both of his children. This case sparks an interesting discussion. Are your financial obligations to your first child reduced when you have a second child? The court wanted to be fair, but we want your input. Kindly provide your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. If you're addicted to gripping courtroom dramas like this one, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Court Clash for more engrossing legal stories. See you at the next case breakdown.